ഇടവകാസ് ഇൻ ട്രാവൻകൂർ. തിരുവിതാംകൂറിലെ ഇടവകകൾ. Idavagas were freehold tracts within Travancore. The lands belonging to the Idavagas were outside the Travancore state tax register. The whole land revenue goes to the titular lord of the respective Idavaga. During the time of the Travancore Cadastral Survey of 1061 ME, the following were identified as Idavagas. 1. Sripadan lands in Chirainkizhu Taluk. 2. Kilimanur Idavaga. 3. Idappalli Idavaga. 4. Vannipuzha Idavaga. 5th, Poonyar Idavaga. In the past, many other freehold tracts existed, like Kottarakara Deshavali, which belonged to Agavur Namboodiripadu, Deshams attached to Kaviyur Temple, etc. But in the cadastral survey of 1061 ME, these were not identified as Idavagas and included under the category Karamozhuvu, which means tax-free lands. Wide paragraph 43 of Settlement Memorandum. The Sripadan lands in Chirainkizhu Taluk later lost its status as an Idavaga and was made a separate Inam. So in 1948, when Travancore stood as an independent kingdom in the world map, only these 4 Idavagas were remaining, namely Kilimanur, Idappalli, Vannipuzha and Poonyar. Now we shall discuss each of them in more detail. First one is Sripadan lands. Sripadan lands comprising the 7 villages of Chirainkizhu Taluk, namely Idakkodu, Ilamba, Mudakkal, Alangodu, Avanavancheri, Attingal, Kizh Attingal, plus all the small pieces of lands which lies scattered here and there throughout Thiruvananthapuram division. These villages form the hereditary domain of the Ranis of Attingal. The Ranis held sway over this tract ever since the formation of the town of Attingal. The Idavaga is enjoyed by the Ranis as their private domain. The partam, that is the rent due on the Sripada lands, falls within the meaning of public revenue as defined in the Revenue Recovery Regulation 1 of 1068 ME. This Idavaga was surveyed and settled entirely at the cost of government. The tenures in this Idavaga are identical with those of the Sarkar villages, and the assessment leviable on the lands of the several tenures is regulated on the same principles as those applied to similar ones in Sarkar villages, except that in the case of wetlands, that is Nilam, the tax is payable partially in money and partially in paddy. Puduvals are registered as Pandarapatam. Later, Sripadan lands lost its status as an Idavaga and was made a separate Inam, Kilimanur Idavaga. Kilimanur Idavaga comprising the 2 villages of Pazhaya Kunnumel and Kilimanur in Chirainkizhu Taluk. This Idavaga was granted to the family of Kilimanur Koil Thamburans in 903 ME in recognition of the bravery with which a member of that family saved a Rani and heir apparent to the throne of Travancore from their enemies by sacrificing his own life. The whole land revenue in this Idavaga is assigned to the Koil Thamburans family. As in the case of Sripadam Idavaga, the tenures are identical with those of Sarkar villages and the assessment is regulated on the same principles as in the case of Sarkar tenures. The survey and settlement of this Idavaga was also conducted entirely at government cost. The rent due to the Idavaga from the riots are recovered under the authority of a special enactment, Regulation 4 of 1068 ME. Puduvals are registered as Pandarapatam.
The renowned Indian artist Raja Ravi Verma was a Koil Thamburan of Kilimanur Idavaga. He is the first person to have used European realism for depicting Indian iconography.
Idappalli Idavaga. Idappalli, comprising the 5 pagudis of Idappalli North and Idappalli South in Alangadu Taluk, Trikkunnapuzha in Karthikapalli Taluk, Kallupara in Tiruvalla Taluk, and Vazhakulam in Kunnattunadu Taluk. This was a small principality which became subject to Travancore in 1000 ME. The chief pays a small amount per annum to Travancore for police protection. He has no civil or criminal jurisdiction. The whole of land revenue in this Idavaga goes to the chief. The Rent Recovery Regulation 4 of 1068 ME applies to this Idavaga also, subject to the same conditions and limitations as in the case of Kilimanur. The tenures in this Idavaga was similar to that in Sarkar villages. This Idavaga was surveyed and settled by the Sarkar at the request and on behalf of the proprietor, the Sarkar defraying 1/2 of the cost of settlement and 3/4 of that of survey. Vannipuzha Idavaga. Vannipuzha comprising the villages of Cheruvalli and Chirakadavu in Changanasheri Taluk, and Peruvandanam first bit in Perumedu Taluk. This Idavaga is believed to have been conferred on the Vanyipura chief as a mark of favour by some of the early sovereigns of Travancore. The Idavaga was left to be settled by the chief himself, as the relations between himself and his tenants are governed by the Jenmi and Kudian Regulation 5 of 1071 ME, or by the ordinary law of landlord and tenant. The rent recovery regulations does not apply to this Idavaga. Poonar Idavaga. Poonar Idavaga comprising the Poonar village in Meenachil Taluk. This Idavaga was the property of Poonar Rajas, who received some territorial grants from the early sovereigns of Travancore and settled in Poonar. According to tradition, the village of Poonar, which forms the present Idavaga, was purchased by them from the Thekkunkur Rajas, and on the annexation of Thekkunkur by Travancore, the Poonar chief became vassal of Travancore. The rent recovery regulation does not apply to this Idavaga. The main function of the Land Revenue Department in regard to these Idavagas was to see that the external boundary marks were properly maintained and to detect promptly and take stringent action against any attempt to shift the boundary marks in favor of the Idavaga. An annual report on the condition of these boundary marks should be sent by the Tahsildar to the Division Peshkar. All unassessed lands and porumboks within the limits of these Idavagas were under the control of Travancore government. If you like this video, please don't forget to like this video and to subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching.